Hey everyone, good evening. Today I'm gonna be reading a little bit with a cheat sheet, so to speak. So I kind of had an email yesterday morning that was more than a little bit concerning. Somebody had watched my video of the symptoms that I had with my stomach, and they were like, "Sure, it could be, in fact, panic attacks, but you would have known." Apparently, some people don't know when they're having panic attacks, and I still feel like it's strange. I mean, like I said before, I didn't know I was having panic attacks at all. And right now, I am questioning whether or not that diagnosis was right. Because this person is um, a doctor in training, and he told me, like, I don't mean to upset you, I'm not gonna bother you, but I think you should look at the symptoms of diabetes type 2. And I'm like, it's just my stomach, there's stomach issues. I mean, sure. There have also been other things that I never thought related to my stomach that just seem small and I don't know, didn't mean anything. At least I didn't think they would mean anything because it happens. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm whatever. But after reading some of these symptoms online, I have carefully put together a little book. And anytime I was having issues with my stomach or pain in my sides, I would write down exactly anything and everything I was feeling. Any type of pain, any type of weirdness, confusion, whatever it may be. And after doing that for about a week, a day, not a week. Sorry, now I'm confused, but after doing that for about a day, I had this issue twice, and well, let's start first with the symptoms that are on a medical website for when you have diabetes type 2, but you're not having enough sugar, which is really inconvenient for me. Some of the symptoms, if you have diabetes type 2 and you do not get enough sugar, are hunger, sweating, racing heart, yawning, dizziness, headaches, bad or confused mood, shivering, restless, and double sight. Yeah. After having these panic attacks twice in a day, I start comparing notes. My issue at the first one was sweating, heart racing, because I thought I was scared, thought it was a panic attack. I was dizzy, had a headache. Afterwards, I was confused, not during. I was restless, and I had double sight. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The second time that happened in the same day, it was hunger, sweating, heart racing, dizziness, headache, confused again, restless, and double sight. I'm also feeling itchy, which apparently is also can also be a thing from diabetes type 2. And if you've known me for a while, you've watched my channel, you've noticed me scratching. I'm itchy. I don't necessarily have dry skin, but that's because I take good care of my skin. I'll try to. So these are just from one day. Doesn't need to mean anything. Doesn't mean that I have diabetes type 2. But yeah. I made a new doctor's appointment, for which I will probably need to be stuck by a needle and have blood drawn. Not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. So I'm more than a little bit uncomfortable because, like I said before, I never thought that I was having panic attacks. It didn't feel like it. Of course, I am going through a shit ton of stress. I am. There's a lot that happened, and the panic attacks would in fact make sense. It would, but it also wouldn't, because I never felt like I was having a panic attack up till the point where I was getting scared. Like, it would just start out of nowhere while my heart was calm, while I wasn't feeling great or whatever, but I wasn't stressing out at that very moment at any time. And it would just start on its own. It started in my ribs, started to hurt in my ribs, like pressure, going to my stomach. My stomach felt like it was being pulled apart, like it is kind of doing now, but that has a different reason. I ate something bad, but that's fine. So the first time it happened, let's start with the first time. The first time that I wrote down the note, I didn't do anything and I was having symptoms for about 2 hours. The second time I started noticing it happening, I just took 1 teaspoon of sugar. It went away. Not instantly, but within 10 minutes, it went away. This would make a lot of sense, because I think it was about 2 years ago-ish, maybe longer, that I completely stopped using sugar. And with completely, I mean, what I'm drinking is 1 calorie per 100 milliliter per glass, basically. I'm not using sugar in that. I'm not eating anything with sugar. Maybe some ice cream here and there every couple of weeks. I'll get 1 pint and I'll eat half of it and another half like a week later or 2 weeks later. So me cutting out sugar might have actually caused me problems, which is hilarious, considering the fact that I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying so hard. If I actually have to be consuming sugar, I mean, it makes sense, because yeah, for the gamers amongst us, you might somewhat understand what I'm saying. While I'm gaming, specifically World of Warcraft, I sometimes have this feeling that I'm about to fall asleep. It's really, really weird. I get, like, my eyes start turning away. I'm trying, but my eyes start turning away. I get blurry vision like I am right now, but that could be just tiredness. I am tired. There are so many things. I mean, yeah. But after I had a teaspoon of sugar, everything was fine. My concentration went up. I was feeling better. And so now I'm wondering if either it weren't panic attacks after all. Because I've had panic attacks before, about 2.5 years ago. But those panic attacks were very different than the ones I'm supposedly experiencing now. I was breathing heavy. I was feeling nauseous, sick. I was completely panicking, as you would expect with a panic attack. But with these panic attacks that have been diagnosed as panic attacks anyway, the panic comes later. Because I feel like I'm in trouble. Because I feel like my heart is racing and the pain hurts, and the first 10 minutes I'm fine, it hurts, but then it gets either worse, more painful, or it's just taking too long. At this point I'm getting scared, I'm getting restless because I think something is wrong. And that doesn't sound like a panic attack to me. The panic comes later, so it could, of course it could be a panic attack later on while it's happening. But when it is starting, I don't know. I don't know. Because there are times when I feel completely serene, where I'm okay. I'm just either listening to music or I'm completely distracted playing a game, which can be any game. Whether I'm playing Enshrouded, whether I'm playing World of Warcraft, or some other type of game. I have literally that my dads and I, we share a Steam library. We have over 170 games in total combined between the two of us. 170. I never have it while I'm gaming. Or at least that I know of. But sometimes when I'm just doing nothing, then it happens. When I'm feeling fine. Doesn't sound like a panic attack to me. Like, it felt weird to begin with to have that diagnosis. And I accepted it because I didn't know any better. But this doctor in training, he might be right. So for the next couple of days, I'm not really going to talk about it because I'm just gonna be monitoring it. I'm going to write down what I feel, what's happening, and for the next couple of days I won't be using any sugar. And then after 3 days, I think, when it's happening, I do use some sugar. And then I'll start comparing notes at the doctor's office, obviously, because I already made the appointment. And so now I'm worried because I'm absolutely afraid of needles. I'm terrified of pain because my mom told me to be afraid of pain. She's schizophrenic. I don't know. But there was a time in December where I was drinking Baileys because it was December. It were the holidays. And I wasn't drinking much. I would drink 1 bottle of Baileys in 3 to 4 days. and I had 2 bottles in total during December, and I believe one in November. I wanted to try it out. They had it's not the original Bailey's, it's Bailey's Apple Crumble, in case you were wondering. And yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm a little bit freaked out. I've been thinking about it all day. I mean, it'd just be nice if something concrete would be the answer. But if it is actually diabetes type 2, also known in my country as sugar sickness or suikerziekte, then I'm at least a little bit scared. Because I don't know how to handle this. Like I said, I'm terrified of needles. Having to be stuck with a needle every single day, I'm not going to be happy. I know that there are devices who do this for you, but again, needle. So I don't know how this is gonna go if I want to get pregnant either. And I'm starting to think that might never happen. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit down right now. I don't know. But again, I'm probably overthinking things. That's probably one of my worst qualities, overthinking things. That's one of the things that I do way too much, even though there have been instances where overthinking can actually be a good thing because you'll be prepared. But right now, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at this. Yeah. I'm just hoping this isn't it. I'm actually hoping it's panic attacks now. Because at least I'll be able to handle those and learn how to deal with those. But diabetes type 2 is something they've told me about all my life because I'm overweight. And I'm trying my best to overcome it. I mean, I didn't cause this myself. But I've been trying just about all my life just to change it. And the past 2 years since I live with my dad have been really changing. And if I now got diabetes, the one thing I'm trying to prevent, the one thing nobody wants. I mean, of course, it's handleable, it's livable, etc., etc. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of what I know. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably overthinking things. It's probably just me going crazy and probably just a bunch of symptoms that happen to be from other things. I mean, they do happen when I'm often tired, but it's in the middle of the night, so that wouldn't make sense. I mean, the sweating can come from a dozen different things. I mean, bad confused mood. I'm a woman, what can I say? Headaches can come from the anti-conception pill. So, I don't know. All of these can come from different things. Even the double side. And me feeling restless has always been a thing. I mean, apparently I also have ADHD, so that comes from that as well. I don't know. just have to find out. So for now it's monitoring. Yeah. Have a good night. I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow.